Hey guys, I'm Rachel Alvarado with Rachel Alvarado Nutrition, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite techniques for losing weight in a sustained way. So if you know me, I'm a nutritionist and health coach, and I love talking to people about good, healthy foods that serve their bodies, but I also really love and mostly focus on your mindset in order to get you in a place where you can lose weight and keep it off. We want sustained weight loss. We don't want any yo-yo dieting. So if this is something that resonates with you, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Okay, so before I get into my favorite technique, I want to talk to you a little bit about a personal story of mine, or not so much a story, but a realization that I had when I lost weight. So I used to struggle with my relationship with food and my weight, and it was just one of those, it wasn't good. When I would tell myself,
Okay, tomorrow you're not going to eat sugar ever again. You're never going to have a chip again. It is
it would feel really overwhelming. And what did I wake up that morning and feel? I felt deprived. And so every time, you feel deprived, it's really hard to follow through with something because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life
never having sugar.
That felt so hard and it felt so overwhelming with deprivation. Okay, that's where I was and that's how it felt. Well, fast forward, I found different techniques that didn't feel like deprivation, that allowed me to choose myself and who I wanted to become. So I'd be like, I can have cake if I want it, but actually I'm going to choose myself and feeling well physically, emotionally, and choosing to, become the person that I want to be. I want to choose this new future self for me, for my life. And so I found those techniques and those approaches really helpful. And so then I did that. I lost weight. I lost about 40 pounds, kept it off now for about 15 years. And after I had lost the weight, I was thinking back about how I would always worry about this feeling of deprivation anytime I was going to say, oh, I can't have certain foods. And what happened was really interesting because I lost the weight. I stopped eating those foods. Yeah, maybe occasionally I'll have certain foods or whatever, but it wasn't as big of a deal. I can have it, but I set healthy boundaries around it. So I would only just have it occasionally, and it became not a big deal. And what happened was I freed up all this mental space around food. I wasn't constantly focusing on it and obsessing about it, and it wasn't always on my mind. By not having it always on my mind, I was able to spend so much more mental energy on living life and enjoying myself and relationships and all of these great things in life. And it hit me, while I had been so worried about depriving myself from, cookies and chips, I had actually been depriving myself of like living a joyful life. And that was, kind of a hard pill to swallow, realizing that. And so I want you to think about, are you depriving yourself now? Not are you depriving yourself of foods, but are you depriving yourself of the enriching life experiences that you want to have? And it helps kind of change your perspective. And what do you really want to get out of life? Do you really want to get as many cookies as you can get? Or do you really want to get those really enriching, amazing experiences? Because not to get philosophical or cliche, but we really only have this one life to live. And so we want to fill it with all of those experiences that bring us joy. We don't want to be on our deathbed and be like, I'm really glad I chose not to do all those things I wanted to. No. Okay, so here is the technique. I want you to make a list. It's a very simple thing to do. Make a list of all of the things you tell yourself, when I lose weight, I'm going to. What are you going to do? Are you going to travel more? Are you going to put yourself out there and start dating once you lose weight? Are you going to put on a swimsuit and go to the community pool with your kids once you lose weight because now you're going to feel comfortable doing that? What are all of those things you're going to do once you lose weight? What's that dialogue going on? spend some time, really think about it, and write that list. When you're done, I want you to go back to that list and I want you to ask yourself, do I really need to lose weight in order to do this? Do I really need to lose weight in order to travel? Do I really need to lose weight in order to go swimming with my kids at the community pool? Do I really need to lose weight in order to start dating? And I hate to tell you this, but you probably don't. I'm not saying don't lose the weight. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you don't have to lose weight in order to start living. You don't have to lose weight in order to start doing those activities that bring you joy. You don't have to lose weight to feel happy. You can start doing that now. So pick one item off your list and then do it. I know it's going to be scary. So pick the easiest one you got on your list. Yes, you might feel uncomfortable doing it. Yes, you might go to the pool in your swimsuit and you might feel like every eye is on you. I guarantee you they're not. No, everyone else is thinking about their own bodies. No one cares. But you're going to go and you're going to do it. And you're going to get in the pool with your kids. Or you're going to, go on a date. Or you're going to, whatever it is, go and do it. Because once we start giving ourselves these experiences, once we start giving ourselves the joy that we want all along, then we're going to be less likely to use food to numb out. We're not going to be using food to escape our lives because now we're building this life that we're loving, that we're enjoying. Yes, maybe it scares us at times, but that's okay. We can have a little fear in there, makes it more exciting. But find those activities you love and just dive in and start doing it. And then you don't need all of those dopamine hits from food because you are living. And so that's why it's my favorite technique. Because yes, it can be a little scary at first, but it brings you joy and it helps you go ahead and start having an enriching life now. There is absolutely no reason to wait. You're never going to be on your deathbed and be like, man, I'm so happy I held off on all of those years of doing those things I really enjoyed because I was not at my perfect size. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to be happy that you put yourself out there. When you start putting yourself out there, you start doing those activities, it's going to help with the weight loss journey. I promise. All right, so tell me, what is on your list? What are you going to do? Can't wait to hear about it. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.